There are two or three other minor things in terms of build quality that kind of annoyed me upon first inspection. So as we know, there are many first impression videos surrounding the Fujifilm XH2S. And currently I don't feel confident enough giving you guys a review or a full breakdown regarding this body. Reason being, I haven't used it even to quarter or half its capacity. Maybe later down the line I'll put down a full review of this body if I feel that I'm going to do it justice. So currently this video is just going to be a few negatives that I've experienced or that I've picked up upon first inspection and maybe using it over a few months. So initially I said I'm basically going to give 5 reasons why I'm on the fence regarding this body. And to be honest, I got to 3 and I couldn't find 4 and 5, and that says a lot about this body. However, I've put number 4 and number 5 in, just as a filler, and it's not going to be really deal breakers. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is not real deal breakers. Like I said, it's just some things that I picked up upon first inspection, and not only upon first inspection but also why I'm kind of on the fence regarding this body. So before we continue, if this content benefited you in any way, shape or form, if not subscribing, hit the like button. You're more than welcome to comment in the comment section below. If there's anything you disagree with or anything you'd like to know regarding this camera, hit the comments down below. So reason number 1 would be build quality. Now when I say build quality, I'm not referring to overall build quality. There are certain things on this body that makes me choose this as a minor negative. Let's say minor negative. And when I say build quality, first thing comes to mind is weight. And this body only comes in at 599 grams. And if you compare to my Fuji X-T2, it's very close in weight to that particular body, coming in at just over 500 grams. Now you can imagine, if you look at the size difference between the two, yes, it's not that major, but if you look at the grip alone on this body and comparing the grip to the X-T2, the weight difference is very minor, which says to me that perhaps they've used cheaper material on this XH2 body compared to older bodies that was maybe still designed in Japan. And we all know that this body was designed or manufactured in China. Now still on build quality, there are 2 or 3 other minor things in terms of build quality that kind of annoyed me upon first inspection, and that would be the swivel screen. Now the swivel screen to me has only one point of contact with the body. Basically it's a little screw going through to the LCD display, and I had a problem on my X-T4 regarding this. It looks like it's a very similar design to the X-T4, however this does feel a bit stronger than the X-T4 screen, because the X-T4 screen had way more wobble than the XH2S. I still feel that the X-T2 screen and the X-T3 display is much stronger than this one. And even when you flip the screen around and it faces in, you've got this plasticky feeling on the back of the screen. And the materials used, it also seems like it's a leather looking finish, but it's quite plasticky. And to me that is also just another build quality peeve that I don't appreciate. It's the hinge feels not sturdy, but sturdier than the X-T4, and I just wish they could have designed a better hinge. If you compare to even my ZV-E10, it has a stronger hinge than this particular body. Yeah, so that's just another one in terms of the body. And then also the CF Express Type B card on my unit, it's not easy to remove. So this is my first body that I'm actually using with a CF Express Type B or Type A. So I'm not used to this type of memory cards in a body, and I'm not sure what it should feel like. However, there is some resistance when taking it out. So that's just something for you guys to know or to check with your bodies. So my reason number 2 has nothing to do with build quality. It's actually got to do with price. And I know this camera has a stacked sensor. However, if you compare this price to a full frame Sony A74, it's very close in terms of price. And even if you look at the Canon EOS R8, which is also one of Canon's latest cameras, in fact, this particular XH2S is even more pricier than the R8. Now I know there's a lot of technology that goes into stacked sensors. However, in my use case, I've yet to see any real significant improvement in day-to-day use. Therefore, price is definitely one of the negatives, and for me that's actually the only major negative in terms of this body. So another negative for me is that Fuji chose to only use one UHS 2 card slot in here, as well as one CF Express Type B card, and we all know that CF Express Type B cards are beyond expensive. If you look at the Sony A74 body, it has two UHS 2 card slots and one CF Express Type B. This body is big enough, it's even bigger than a Sony A7 III. In terms of weight, there should have been enough place for Fuji to add another UHS 2 card slot. Now their reasoning, I think, behind the CF Express Type B is for ProRes only, because without that particular card you can't shoot ProRes video. Only the CF Express Type B card you're allowed to shoot ProRes video. Number 4 is just a little pet peeve that I have with this camera, and that is the record button. It's so tiny, they might as well have just left it out. Now on all your other XT bodies, XT 1, 2, 3, 4, it's all integrated into the shutter release button. I found that button more helpful. This particular button, the placement of it is decent. However, it's so tiny, they might as well have just left it out. And like I said, or they could have moved it in a different spot and, you know, just increase the size of the button. So like I said, a small negative, however, still there. And reason number 5 is more a software issue than anything else. I don't know why Fuji hasn't implemented it in this body yet, and that is the red border when you press record on the screen. I'm not sure why they haven't put it yet in this body. It's already in the X-T5, which is marketed as a photo first camera body. The XH2S is more marketed as a hybrid body, video first and photo second. So yeah, I don't know why they haven't put that little extra feature on this XH2S, and knowing Fuji, they'll probably put it in on a later stage. However, my thinking is that this being more a pro body than the X-T5, therefore they didn't include that function in the Fuji XH2S. Like I said, it's a minor peeve. For me, it's not even really a peeve. Like I said, I was looking for things to, you know, to fulfill the 5 negatives, and I could only really find 3. That says a lot about this body, and I hope Fuji just continues to improve this body in the months to come or the years to come. Example, including things like false color, including things like a waveform monitor, anamorphic, de-squeeze, etc. So guys, that is my 5 negatives on this Fuji XH2S body. None of them major, and like I said, in no way, shape or form does this negatives represent, fully represent what the XH2S is capable of. I merely put this out there as, you know, things that I picked up on, my first initial impressions about this body. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.